All right, a very, very happy Palm Sunday to you. In a little bit, I'm having an interview. All right, a phone interview, but I decided to go live so that I can carry everybody along. All right, it's Palm Sunday. I am not a pastor. All right, but I believe that God has used me to effect a lot of change in my community. I own a church, right? I own a church. I have two pastors. Today Today we had 73 members, and ironically, our address is on number 73. Today we had exactly 73 members, 73 visitors who came to our church today. And our church address is number 73 Uwasota. So I think that today is a very remarkable day, being a Palm Sunday and all that.
Good day, viewers, and welcome to another edition of Edo Mudia. First time Osagie broadcasting live from Tel Aviv. Good evening, guys. We are back again to another program on Edo Mudia. We have our partners online with us. Surukana from Canada, and Osagie from Ireland. And our special guest today is Ambasedor Dion Osagie, President of Godsend Foundation, the Godsend Foundation. And the topic for today is how to help reduce poverty in our community. So before we go further, let me bring in my partner from Canada, Surukana. Surukana, thanks for joining us again.
My brother, good afternoon all over, my brothers, my sister all over the world, our listener. Good afternoon here from Canada. So how you doing now?
I did very fine, thank you.
Interesting topic here. To have Ambasedor Dion Osagie will be joining us later. I hope our listener will join us with this topic, make we talk small, how it be. It's all about the domain that take place right now here in our studio from Tel Aviv, from Toronto, Canada, from Dublin. And this is why Edo Mudia is on air. Stan?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So let's bring in our special guest. Our special guest, as you already know, is the president of the Godsend Foundation. This guy has been doing a great job in Benin. He has helped a lot of kids, taking kids away from the streets. I won't go far by saying so much. He's here to actually say things about himself. Ambassador Dion Osagie, thanks for joining us on Edo Mudia.
Hey Stan, how are you, bro? It's a pleasure joining you guys. I really, really appreciate the opportunity to be live with you, and I strongly believe that Akugbe already. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So back to Surukana. Surukana, what do we have today?
Not topical when we encounter every day, in our surrounding, our state, in our society, especially where we come from, Edo State there. Yes. And everybody know what poverty be, especially when you are living below that poverty. You get as it be. The thing already destroyed a lot of our lives. Young life, leaders, you don't ravage our, well-being. So, and as a result of that, we see and say in a very important thing to deal with. Because without poverty, none of us can, to even drink clean water, to eat better food. Here woman on a day at
Okay.
So, that is the reason so that in my head that is why Edo Mudia is Edo Mudia.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Surukana. So we are going back to our special guest for today's program, Ambasedor Dion Osagie. Ambasedor Dion Osagie, welcome again to Edo Mudia.
I greet you, brother. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
So, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself before we go further?
Well, my name is Dion Osagie. Una brother, we stay for America for many years. As I dey live for America, I dey visit Nigeria. But every time wey I visit Nigeria, each year I visit Nigeria, poverty dey increase. The people wey be say I live for back home, the people wey be say I grow up with, I dey see these people, they still dey the same level. I go come one year, I will give them shirt. I will come another year, I will give them shoe. There was no progress. I will see many children wey dey school before, they no dey school. I will see many children wey will come my house because say they wan chop Sunday rice. I will see many women wey their husband don die, their husband don run away. Many of them dey sell pure water. They hustle very hard to survive. I come look myself say, I be young man. Many things dey wey I go fit do for my people. I look myself say, I dey stay for America. Yes, I no be millionaire, but things dey okay for me. I dey fit pay my bills. I dey fit enjoy myself. I dey fit travel. I come look American soldiers wey be say, man, they will leave their family go another person country, Afghanistan, Iraq, go dey help those countries dey fight war to make sure say that country wey dey not born them, that country dey okay. I come challenge myself say, you know what, if American soldiers go fit leave their own country go fight for another country, then I too can make an impact in my community. So na so I take start this my work. I greet you, my brother.
Wow, thank you very much. That's a very good one. You already answered the question I was supposed to ask you, because that was supposed to be my first question. Say, what will motivate you to your work? And you already answered that question. So thank you very much. And I want this opportunity to tell you, say thank you for your job. I can see your work. I personally, I don't see your job for the past. I don't follow you for the past 2 years.
My brother, no verse.
Yes.
I know they like too much when people they thank me, say a lot of people they say me thank you. But I want to use this today so to let people know, say me they not they thank me, because everything, every act of kindness what they do, now myself I they do am for, because if my country better, if my state better, now for my children. So automatically every act of kindness is to benefit me also. So everything what they do now for my own self I they do am for. So make people they see am that way. Not be say thank you. Now the thing now for me, for my generation, for the future, the Canada where would they stay, the America where would they stay, the Israel today. Now individuals, now people, now join hands together to make things work.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So anyway, you speak, we don't thank you, so we're not going to thank you again.
Not thank me again. Me not thank me. The only thank you where I need. Now make more people join hands for the work. More all of us they do am. That's the thank you that I need.
Okay, you say make more people join hands. One of the reasons why we get this platform, and I believe say with the Edo Mudia, we don't already join hands in one way or the other. All of us don't fit into charity, but all of us, some of us also fit the broadcast to give the awareness to others. Abi?
Sure.
Okay, so now make us still
No, now the good thing is that everybody need to play a role. Like me now, me dey the feed. Another person need to dey there. We will do another angle. We will do media. Another person dey there. We will feed the right letters. Everybody has a role to play. You know, they say me everybody they do the same thing what Osagie they do. But if all of us team up and come together, we can effect a change.
Okay, that's true. Okay, before I go further, may I go back to my partner from Canada, Surukana. So hand over to you.
My brother, you do well, man, for that pre-introduction. And John Osagie, thank you very much.
I greet you, brother.
Yeah, for joining us here. And I just make I start with one small question here.
No wahala.
I know we invited you to Edo Mudia here. Thank you for your interview. Could you please tell our listener, or rather viewer, why you accepted or honor our invitation?
Well, I mean, me, I'm a very open guy. A lot of persons see me differently. A lot of people call me all the time and say, Dion, are you sure this is Dion speaking? A lot of people think that I am not accessible. That is not the kind of leader I want to be. I want to be a leader who is willing to listen, who is willing to contribute, who is willing to be a part of anything, no matter who they are. I want to be a part of anything that is a progressive movement. Edo Mudia So it means that you want Edo to be stand. And that's what I'm fighting for. So it's a great honor for me to be a part of the Edo Mudia movement because we stand for the same thing. I want to make a change for my generation. I want to make Edo great. You want Edo to Mudia. It's the same thing we are fighting for. So imagine if we join hands together, we can make greater change.
That's right.
Don't know what to my brother.
The second question here when I get is, just to come just now briefly, every one of us will go home, go visit our family, our friends, our loved ones there. They waiting with the seed there. At least the common thing we're supposed to be common, you know, there.
At all.
Over past years, now the same thing. Now they happen back, now the hunger when you come, not be say food no dey the country.
Yeah.
Now that hunger when you come there, if somebody dey country like this, they hunger. So what in the fight for this world?
Yeah.
So my question here to you, do we have to blame our leaders for this poverty rate in our country or our state, or an individual we want blame we the people of Edo State of Nigeria, now we want blame on our leaders?
We have to blame everybody, my brother. We have to blame everybody. We have to blame you. I have to blame myself. We have to blame our leaders also. Everybody is involved because a lot of people for our country, the notion don't come up for their mind. Say now individuals, now be leaders. Now individual, now me and you, now be the government. Not be the people who they lead us. Not be the leaders. Because the government are the people. Now the people who vote, person say you go and lead us. Now those people get power. But the thing don't change for our people mentality. Our people don't believe say politicians who will vote into public office, they're superior more than them. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So until we are able to teach our people, say politicians, they be our boys, they be our servants. The issue of hunger in our community, every one of us has a role to play. For example, the politicians first to blame because we give them a responsibility to say, you know what, make una help our people, make we create job, make we create social welfare so that our people will get enough resources to eat. They fail. They fail completely, man. More than 70% of the people living in Nigeria live below average. Our leaders failed in their responsibility to provide enough resources for the citizens of our country. We as individuals now, the role we're supposed to play, now to the demand, say, waiting and promise us, now not do them. But all of us keep quiet. We as individuals, we supposed to create awareness through what they do. My work, Osagie work, not be only humanitarian or some people they call it character or whatever. You know, not be only humanitarian. It's also an activism. Because I want me that they see our work, say that they mess up. The work what they're supposed to do, now we can't do. Not be so it's supposed to be. There should be no excuse where woman will carry 3 children, come on Saturday, come they beg for 1 plate of food.
Okay, so that one, yes, now true word be that, Mr. Dion. The problem they get there is, yes, no, now we elect these leaders, may they come with that responsibility, may they help us, because everybody knows just pack, go the government house, go sit down for them. Now make us say, okay, this election, but whereby the way of electing these people is so corrupt, the election backwards, they rig and do everything, and nobody really join. You see, many are confused, are choosing. You know, so a few of us then did this feed when we say we want to join hands together, create awareness through this media. You being the front line as an activist, you know, to let people know, say this is what we have to do. Whereby people know they follow you and they do the wrong thing. How we want to address that?
My brother.
What? John, excuse me a minute. Before you answer that question, hold on a minute. Make I address the audience a while. Viewers, please, I'm appealing. You guys should please share this program so that other people can see it as well. You know, like John just said now that if
Okay. So you just asked the question. If you can rephrase the question again, bro.
Yes, shortly, make I just briefly talk whereby you as an activist and few others, they in the front line, and we as an Edo Mudia, we are trying to create awareness for other people to follow. And these people are not doing the right thing, they withdraw. You are leading them to the right place, they are withdrawing, and how do we deal with that issue?
Yeah, bro. Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. I continue to say that in a class of 20 persons, we all are in the same class, the same age group, we have the same teacher. One of us is going to fail. Several of us is going to fail. Some persons are going to pass. So even if you fail, your teacher will come back to repeat the course and you continue to learn. Eventually you will pass. So because our youths are not listening to our activism, because they are not listening to our orientation, doesn't mean that we should give up. We need to keep trying. If we win one person every month, we have done a great job. You know, what we are trying to do is not maybe a 5 years plan. We are looking at 100, 200 years to come. We want to leave a mark that our children can continue from. It is because our father did not do their part. That's why we are here today. So we cannot give up because a lot of persons are not following our footsteps. We cannot give up because a lot of persons are not listening to us. We have to keep trying, bro. We have to keep trying.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you. John, I will bring you back to your broadcast of yesterday. During your broadcast, I had you saying something about if each time you are being disturbed doing your work, you always feel very bad. I don't know if you can still remember that.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, can you please tell us what you meant by that?
All right, because as a young person who have left his comfort zone, Israel, as a young person who have left his comfort zone, a country where you have so much basic amenities that is provided to you, country where we say, if you want to use hot water take bath, you go fit. If you want AC for your house, you go fit. If you want hot, make your house dey hot, you go fit. Everything is available to you. Most of the basic amenities where would they receive for America, for Europe, for Asia, now luxury for Nigeria.
Yes.
So if a young person will be say, man, not really get when Nigeria never help, Nigeria never do anything for me. The only thing Nigeria do for me say they bomb me for there. I have never benefited anything from Nigeria as an individual. So this young person can't challenge himself, say, you know what, I want to make change for my community. But of course, you're always going to feel bad when people who are short-sighted continue to rant online, criticizing your work, thinking it's for ulterior motives. I mean, it doesn't make me feel good. Sometimes I want to give up, but the love I have for my people keeps me going.
Okay. So, just in addition to that, yes, it is very hard, except like you have this big heart to continue, because we don't see a lot of ambassadors, activists like that. Yeah. We don't see Ambassador Osagie Joseph, we don't see Fela, we don't see Martin Luther King, we don't see the late Nelson Mandela, but we know they face a lot of Holocaust in their various ways of fighting for freedom. Yeah. So for you to be up front, you have to accept these challenges in life.
Sure. That's why we are not giving up. That's why we are not giving up. I've already made up my mind that I am willing to accept any loss. Before I got into my work, I've already made up my mind that there's going to be a lot of challenges, and I've made up my mind years before now that whatever is going to be the outcome, I'm okay with it.
Okay, John. Like what you said before about people criticizing you, and I know you also have so many positive followers.
Yeah.
Who respect you, who appreciate your work.
Yeah.
And you also have so many set of people that are against you. Why do you think all these people, despite all the good things you've been doing in society, why do you think there are so many people against you?
I mean, even the devil had followers, bro. I cannot change that. I cannot.
My question is, why do you think people are against you, despite all the
That's what I just answered you, man. The devil himself, the devil is known to not to like good things. Even the devil had followers. So in every good thing, there will always be people who don't appreciate it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them because they are short-sighted. They don't see what we're trying to do. In every good, there's bad. You understand? So, but what we love about our work is that the percentage of the people that support us are way more than the people that don't support us. So we have a pass mark. So we are not even bothered, bro. We have a pass mark.
Okay. Dion, thank you very much. I have one other question for you, and this question is very, very important. See, I, Stan Osagie, I've been following you for the past 2 years, and I also have the privilege to meet you one-on-one.
Thank you so much for visiting me, man.
Yes, it was my pleasure.
If you come back, make sure you buy me more things. So that one you don't buy, that you don't fit. I would love to visit there soon, man. I would love to visit Israel, man. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, what I want to see is this. You see, I will be seeing the work you'll be doing good job. I've seen a lot myself. I'm a witness to it, and I'm happy that I've also, one way or the other, contributed to your foundation. So, the question is this. We all can see the job that you are doing. How come the state government refuse to recognize that?
Well, we live in Nigeria where when you are doing good, it is not appreciated. All right? My work in Nigeria, my work in Edo State is an exposure to the people of Africa, the people of the world, the failed system of government, and they don't like that. The government of Nigeria, of Edo State, do not like that Dion Osagie is using his work to expose their failure. And of course, I am not going to close my eyes to see that there are many children who are supposed to be in school learning. They are on the streets. I am not going to close my eyes to see many women who are supposed to be receiving retirement benefits are hawking on the streets. Of course, if I continue to say for the next 6 months, the government is trying, of course they are going to support our work. But I'm not going to do that. I want them to know that the children who are abandoned on the street, they are violating their rights. Many people in our community are marginalized. There's no platform. You understand? So the only reason why they are not supporting our work is because we continue to criticize them. And the criticism we are giving to them is not because we hate them. It is because we know our rights. We know that it is their responsibility to fix these things. Just last 2 weeks, I made a post at the urban market where there was so much trash. There was so much trash in the city center, Ring Road. I made a post and I'm very happy that just a few days ago, they have declared a statewide cleanup. So those are the things we do. Those are the things we continue to push for. To have a greater Edo. We want people to come to Edo State and be saying, you know what? Truly, this is the heartbeat of the nation. Not at Edo State, when you are moving around Ring Road, 50% of the people at Ring Road are beggars. 20% of the people there are children running after vehicles. Trash flying everywhere. All right? So these are some of the things we are trying to face.
Thank you very much about that. Let me just address the audience. Viewers, thank you guys for joining us today. Please, you guys should please share the broadcast. And we'll have online Ambasedor Edo Mudia as a special guest and our partner from Canada, Surukana. So our topic for today is how to help reduce poverty in our community back home. Okay, John, I haven't said that or I haven't asked you that question. My question about that same issue is what have you done to be able to get the awareness of the government about your job?
I mean, my brother, if somebody that lives in Israel, yes, someone like you, somebody that lives in Australia, New Zealand, can call me and say, Dion Osagie, you are doing a good job, then if the government of the state where I'm doing the job is not able to know our job, it means that it is a failed system of government. If somebody that is 10,000 miles away from a city where good job is being done, people are recognizing me in Dublin, I receive award in Dublin, I receive award in Valencia, I received award in Italy. People are recognizing our work and saying, you know what, well done. And we have a government in that state, and the state government is not able to see that this young man is trying to say, you know what, we love what you're doing, continue, or how we can collaborate. It means that we don't have a government. Because as a government, you need to find people who are making a progressive change and partner with them. I have written several proposals before now to the state government that is still not attended to. So we gave up on that, man.
So let me take you to Surukana from Canada. Surukana, all about you. Yes, very much. So my brother, in every aspect of life for that our country, especially that Edo state, every necessity of life, for every aspect, every area, everything when we need it, we get health issues, we have educational issue, we have, you name it, generally in poverty. Which area you think that needs, all of them, they are equally as important, and they need urgent attention, but which one do you think we have to face immediately that need immediate attention, emergency 911?
The 911 we need to face. I have sent a proposal to the state government of Edo State. I give them 90 days to remove every child from the street, bro. Children who are left on the streets are going to grow up to become kidnappers, armed robbers, and terrorize me and you. I gave Edo State government, I sent them a proposal, remove children from the street in 90 days or give us 200 million naira only to do it. 200 million naira to remove children from the street is not a lot of money, bro. We receive 900 million naira security votes in Edo State every month. 900. What we are doing, removing children from the streets, is a part of security issue. Because many of the boys that live with us today, some of them were already doing pocket picking. Some of them were already doing breaking and entering. Removing them from the street is also securing the community. So we have requested that the state government give us 200 million naira. And if they don't do that, there's a good chance that I'm going to go to court to demand that.
Okay, so we understand, yes, that in regards to that very, yes, you've done well. There's a couple of people, young, growing up, talented youth that have been taken away from the street. So, yes, not true, because somebody that live on the street, hopeless, without this person don't know what life will become tomorrow, and there's no, there's no...
My brother, one of the boy who I come over street, he tell me say, the night where I come out for street, the day where I catch him for come out for street, now that night they be one who initiate her to secret court.
There you go.
These young people will grow up. Pikin will never chop today. Pikin will never chop today. So you mean say if you see for night, you get weapon, will you use them against you?
He go rob you anyhow he want to take you.
That's the thing.
An angry man is an angry man.
Very, very angry young people. There are so many of them on the streets, living on the streets. The first thing the state government need to do is to remove every child of the streets. I don't care who the government is. If you failed in removing children from the streets, then you are a failed government. Every government priority.
When they successfully do that, how do we provide for their well-being?
Suru, excuse me, Suru. We are not going to the solution yet. We are still talking about the problems. I think we should hold on with the solution. We'll talk about that later on. So, pardon me about that. Let me go back. I have a question here for you, Dion.
Go ahead.
Okay, there's a question here from my partner from Ireland, Osagie. He said, my question to Osagie, now you are in the US, who looks after your foundation while you are away? Or it is closed? If closed, tell us why.
Okay, yeah, our NGO is not closed. We have been able to build a structure that we operate every day. Every day we are making one change. My program director, Akoda, is representing me in Benin. All our function is still working. We are still very much open.
Okay, thank you. So audience, please, if you have any question here, please, you can post in your question or call into the number on the screen. The number is +972 54 714 1675. I repeat, +972 58 714 1675. So if you have any question for Ambasedor Osagie or anything to contribute to the topic, how we can help reduce poverty in our community platform, please report to that number, please, or post in your questions. Okay, I will go back to John again. John,
I do too.
John, I have another question for you. See, I understand that you made so much effort by helping the kids, taking the kids away from the street, feeding the less privileged and other things. And I also understand there are some group of the indigenous, those that are struggling against you. Why do you think this set of people are against you? They work for the government to attack you?
Well, I don't really know. I'm not in their hearts. But what we are doing, bro, Stan, is something that nobody has done before.
I know.
What Dion Osagie is doing is something that people don't understand how it's done. Okay? For you to be able to convince a Nigerian person to send you 10,000 naira to support a project, it means that you abuse your integrity. To have an integrity as a young person in a Nigeria where many youths have lost integrity, so people are curious. People really think that Dion Osagie is having a lifestyle from what people are giving us, and that's false. The reality is, I spend most of my personal cash to assist many of the projects. People make promises and don't fulfill. People think that a God-sent foundation has billions of naira in our account. No, it's not true. When we have an issue, people raise funds and we address the issue. So people hate against me is thinking that maybe a God-sent foundation is my lifestyle, but it's not. It's just a project to uplift my community. You understand? So I really hope that more people can do what I do. They say Dion Osagie is a scam, Dion Osagie is this. I'll tell them that Dion Osagie is a scam. You scam and help one person. If 1 million people scam to help one person each, we have helped 1 million people. So, I think it's just a bunch of hate, bro. I have done them nothing wrong. I have not done anybody if anybody come out today say, Dion Osagie, you have done me this, I'm not too proud to say, you know what, I'm sorry. But the bad thing is I have not done anybody wrong. I'm just doing my thing.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I have a question by one of the viewers here, Robbie. He said, my question is, who said when they remove the children, they will remain in a safe place? That's his question.
You said what?
He said, who said when they remove the children, they will remain in a safe place?
Who said?
Now, what he meant is that if you remove the children from the street, who also showed that they will be in a safe place?
I mean, our work have proven that. We have children that have been living with us for almost 2 years now. They have been safe. We have about 10 children in school that they are being catered to every day. You understand? So now they protect everybody. But we do our best to make sure they are in school. We do our best to make sure they have food. We do our best to make sure that they come out to be positive guys, man. Our work defined that. We have videos of the very first day we picked up children from the streets. We have video when we took them home. We have videos when we sent them to school. We have videos of their outcome today. Many of them could not spell their name. They stayed in the street 5 years, 6 years. They cannot spell their name. But today they are in school and doing very well. Look at the case of Osagie, who is an orphan, living on the street. He's in one of the best schools in Edo State. He's in Word of Faith.
That's true. I don't know if you're very close, or perhaps you don't hear about Good Samaritan before. The Good Samaritan Road from Oselu.
I've heard about them.
Yes, there's a lady there before, and she was into this kind of foundation, and that's why that street was a very prominent, popular street in Edo State, Good Samaritan Road.
Yeah.
And she was helping out with a lot of orphans on the street, and that was where the government was. So, if you heard about that woman, what will you say then about her, the work she was doing? Despite
my brother, me as an individual, I will always commend anybody who do an atom of good in their community. It doesn't matter how little it is. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you are able to do an atom of good, I will always find in my heart to say, you know what, thank you. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to do that good. So every atom of good is appreciated by Dion Osagie. For every orphanage home that I go support, that's why we have our own NGO. Every once in a while, we go out there, we go to Inwinosa orphanage, we go to so many orphanages to support them. These orphanage, different orphanages in Nigeria, in Edo State, need the support of government. The government do not have their own shelter where children can run to when they are in distress. The government do not have a shelter for women, but they were able to pass a law that when a man beats their wife, they will go to jail. But there's no shelter for women. If we are going to make laws, we need to make laws that would benefit everyone, not making one-sided law. Okay, recently, about 2 months ago, bro, the governor or the government of Edo State made a law that any man that beat the wife, they will go to jail, which is a good one. But they did not provide an accommodation or a shelter that if a woman is involved in a violence, she can run to this place. There's none. And this is the same state where the government have so many abandoned buildings that can be renovated, that can be used to reform children. I have made a proposal to them, give us a free building. But of course, they think I want to become the next governor.
Okay. John, thank you very much. Thank you. Having said that, you just brought my attention back. There was a thing that I posted on our Facebook a few days back, and luckily for me, you also posted that same video. So I'm going to play. You should excuse me for like 3 minutes. I want to play that video now. I would like people to see it, and we'll talk about that video.
All right, no problem.
Okay, so tell me if you are seeing it. Are you seeing it clearly? So are you seeing it clearly? I know you're there. No, no. No? No. Can't see it here. Dion.
I do with you.
John, are you seeing the video? I did see him now, but it's not very crystal clear. Yes, I did see him in a way. Yeah, somebody's driving, right? Is it clear? Tell me if it's clear. Can you see clearly? If you can see it. Yes, it's a little bit. Bring that closer. Like this? There you go. Would they see the vicinity now? That's right. Okay. No, can you see it clearly?
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to watch this video for like 3 minutes. Hold on, I'm going back. And I'm moving around now, taking the picture. Excuse me about that. We are going to go back to the place. Okay. Move on up small. Can you see it? Yeah, move on up small. Raise them up small. Like this. Tell me if it's okay. The way you do it before. Do like it this. Again. Like this. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, everybody have seen that video, yeah.
Exactly. Leave it like that. You cannot see one. Just bring it down. Okay, that's fine. This is his wife's estate. They are so afraid to takes over the governance of this state on May 29, 2019. You can see it for yourself. Don't move it from there. Bring it back to the position. No, bring it back to a little bit in front of you. Carry it in front of you. Here. Tell me if you can see it. I can't hear you. I said, come. Bring it in front of you. What over 5 billion naira? Like this? Okay, all right. It's okay like that. You can see it for yourself. Owned by the wife of the governor, not the governor himself. That's right. Leave it like that. Not sure. You can see it. It's okay. No problem. Bring it closer.
It's okay now, we can move forward.
Okay, all right. That's enough. Okay. Stand. That's enough. We can move on. Thank you. I won't say thing, Dion.
I do with you.
I would like you to. You also posted this same video. This video here indicated that this property belonged to a wife of a state governor of Anambra State. But then, what do you think about this? People using our money for their use, self-use.
I mean, it's nothing new anymore, bro. It's nothing new anymore that majority of Nigerian politicians loot our resources for their own selfish need. How can a governor, a ex-governor, who was once a tenant, after 8 years now have mansions around the world? Nobody's asking any question. You understand? A former governor who was a tenant before he became a governor, after 8 years, have several mansions and nobody's asking any question. We really think that it is simply unfair for them to use our collective resources for their own selfish gain. I am not against anyone becoming successful, but using our own resources, our own resources to build your family. For example, there's the video you showed is Okorocha's wife's property, according to the person who recorded it. I don't know how true that is, but Okorocha's children live here in Dallas. Okorocha children live here in Dallas, Texas. They have a mansion, they are living, driving the best cars, and they live here. So, but the people of Imo State who truly need the support, they are suffering every day. So we are really, really against it. This is not only happening in just Imo State. It happens in Edo State. It's happening in Kogi State. It's happening all over.
So you don't. If this kind of a thing, they happen all over. It's not new to us, like you just said. But here in our state now, Edo State, it still they happen, and it will continue to happen until something is done. What do you think is the remedy? Because then they loot our money, come out, our children on the street is suffer. It affect we in diaspora, and we see all these things. We see you know, what's up, bro?
My brother, if as of today, as we are speaking today, we have a hospital in Edo State, Central Hospital in Benin, that was built with over 10 billion naira, bro. 10 billion naira. And commissioned by our former governor, Adams Oshomole, still not opened. And nobody is saying anything about it. Then that means we have a long way to go. A governor, a ex-governor, yeah.
I've said all these things, all these problems. We've talked about so many things, problems here and there. Let's start with this, the misuse of power. Let's start from there. What do you think are the solution to these problems? How do we stop these things? Or how can we, the citizen, what are we supposed to do to be able to stop this kind of misuse of
it has to be a grassroots orientation. We need to start teaching our youth. We need to start teaching our youth that the power belongs to them, not the politicians. Because the youth believe that the power, seminars, classes, like what you are doing, Edo Mudia, teaching our people that the power belongs to them. Until the youth understand that the power belongs to them, we can't do anything about it. Because when I see young people who are graduates clamoring for a politician, hey, my chair, it breaks my heart. We need to teach our youth that they are the power. The politicians have left the youth to understand that they are more superior than them. Until we are able to break that yoke, that to let the people or the citizens of every state know that the way they vote person in, you can vote people out. Until we are able to do that, we are not going anywhere. And it's going to take a lot of work, bro, because a lot of youth are certainly behind. They don't know their right from left.
Thank you. I have a comment here by our regular follower, Mercy Good News. She has been very, very active in this platform. She said Osagie's foundation is doing very well, even though the founder is not around for now. Mr. Akoda is doing a very great work.
Yes.
So that's a good one. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
So we want to recognize this Mr. Akoda. You know anything about him?
Well, he is a student, graduate student of University of Benin. He studied social work. He came to our office to apply for a job, and I saw his passion. You know, doing our work is not just about doing it. It has to be something that you are passionate about. It has to be something that you want to do. So he's been my assistant for the past 2 years now, and he's doing an amazing job. So I am thinking of leaving the Benin office for him to be taking care of that office while I focus in other areas in Nigeria. Because our dream is to make Nigeria great. We want to instigate a global change. We want our work to be defined in Africa like the America they speak of. We want our work to touch the heart of our selfish people, those with greater influence. There are people who can come together. There are 2 or 3 persons in Edo State that can come together and remove every single child from the street in Edo State in less than 3 months if they want to. A shelter can be built to remove every child from the street. You understand? So there are people who can effect this change. We want our work to put them to shame. We want our work to show them, like, if the young man with very little resources can do it, what about me that is a billionaire? Yes. So we want to use our work not just to help the people, but to also inspire. That's what we are doing every day, bro.
Thank you. So, back to you. Do you have any questions for Ambassador Osagie? Yes. I don't know how often, Mr. Osagie, you follow up this Edo Mudia. Few weeks back, we talked about Christianity, religion, how religion they really did help the situation for Edo State, that country in general. Because when you see somebody, youths, men, women, they are all abused in one way or the other. They are deprived of the right. You see, their mind is not a state of mind, is disturbed. So, and this here when we did, such people, we supposed to recommend counseling for them so that they will bring back their mind, so that their mind will be positive now. So that being said, the violence in our country now, by so doing, it will be like say they reduce. That's the idea of Christianity. That's the idea of religion. So I quite understand that you has your faith. I know you talk about Christianity. Do you think that Christianity, religious aspect of it, will help us deeply in solving this problem?
That's our biggest problem. That's not the solution. Our biggest problem is Christianity in Nigeria. A lot of people run to church to get solution, but no. How can a young person who is a graduate be in church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday instead of being at work? Our biggest problem in Nigeria is Christianity. I think that there's nobody in Nigeria that believes in God more than me. But believing in God is not by going to church every Sunday to preach. I think that God is even more angry that many people go to church too much in Nigeria. I think that God wants us to work to fix our country. How can a developing country, when you go to church more than you go to work, there's a big problem. If you as an individual, you go to church more than you go to work, there's a big problem, bro.
Because faith without work
is dead. So Christianity is a big problem. Christians, pastors, GO, they can help in the growing of Nigeria. Will it be wrong if Winners or Christ Embassy, for example, build a factory that will employ only their members? No, it's not wrong. Will it be wrong if Redeemed Christ of Church build a factory that will employ only their member? No, it's not. One thing that pissed me off about a few years ago, they had a convention at the University of Benin. They rented they gave them all the Oshomole bus in Edo State was given to churches to convey their members, leaving the ordinary citizens to suffer. That very day, people were on the streets, no bus. So you are telling me that a convention they have once a year, these big churches were not able to afford their own buses to take their members to the convention ground. So Christianity is not a solution. It is a problem. We need to start encouraging our GOs, our churches, to create free schools, to create free healthcare, to create free food program. to create free school bus ride to these school children. They can afford it. If they can buy 4 or 5 jets to fly around the world, they can afford it. Okay? If a God Sent Foundation as a small NGO can raise 1 million naira online, they too can raise 10 million naira at church. Will it be wrong if every Sunday, all the big church in Nigeria, every Sunday, they bring one person out, say, you know what, this person, we are going to help you today. If we have 100 churches in Edo State helping one member every Sunday, in a year, we have helped thousands of people.
That's true. If you look at, are we in the, you've been here for a while and then you visited us here before and going around Europe and North America, do you think we, the Edos, are we united or we are divided?
The Edo are not united. The Edo is the most ununited tribe in Nigeria. It's saddened my heart. It's saddened my heart that Edo people cannot come together. And there's a parable they continue to say that Umagbenedo, and I really want to change that motive. I want people to know that we can truly come together. Bro, myself, Dion Osagie, I have used myself to show Edo people that word, that Umagbenedo. Because when you see the way people hate me for no reason, you will understand that word, Umagbenedo, even Oba Ovorame said it, Edo Iriwa, yeah. So I think that is still affecting us today. What we need to do to change that is a lot of prayers, a lot of cleansing. The spirits of our ancestors are locked in captivity in the British Museum. Our ancestors who were taken, our artifacts that was taken to London Museum during the 1897 invasion, yes, is still affecting the Benin people today. They don't understand. I visited the British Museum. I saw the face of Queen Idia. I saw many things from Benin. They are locked inside the museum. Once we are able to free those artifacts, I am very sure that our gods will be happy again. There will be less crime in Edo State. There will be less blood, and things can truly move up. Because me believe, say, our ancestors, the verse, say, as we many rich, Mamaiti Kugbe to release our artifact. I think he has a part. Is a part of the problem we have, sir.
Okay, John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for your time, and we are pushing on our partner from Finance is here with us. Thanks for joining us on Edo Mudia. Hello. Thank you for having me. Good evening to our viewers.
Good evening.
A good show, and Dion Osagie, thank you for joining us.
I greet you, brother.
I really appreciate your comment.
Thank you so much.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I know I've heard of most of the things you do. You're traveling around your energy to help our people. But my question is, why, in spite of all this that we're trying to do for our states, that we in diaspora are fighting against ourselves? Must we continue to fight amongst ourselves instead of helping our people back home to develop our states?
Okay, bro. If you ask me, my greatest joy would be to see every Edo person stand for a common goal. My greatest joy will be for every Edo person to come together. That is why I created the Akugbo 18 movement. Going around the world, flying plane, trains, and bus is not easy. But I challenge myself as a young person to say, you know what? We can make everybody come together. But it seems that many people are not seeing the vision. Until we are able to come together, we cannot move forward. So I think that it is not good for every one of us to be fighting ourselves. I think that we all should come together is my message almost every time.
Okay, Dion Osagie, another question here again. You're on the platform of Edo Mudia.
Yeah.
The real meaning, if we translate it for those who don't understand our local dialect, it means Edo, the Edo should stand together.
Sure.
Unity.
So from your own side of it, what will you say today your contribution will be to see that unity comes together? Because there's something I hold dear to my heart, something by Michael Jackson. He said if you want to change the world, you take a look at yourself. That's right. First. That's right. What changes are you willing to make today to make sure that this peace we are soliciting for really go ahead?
I mean, in my own side, I think I'm the most peaceful person in the world. Because if you look at the amount of insults, criticism, threats I have received, I still keep my cool. I am not stupid. There are so many things I can do legally, physically, but I think that Dion Osagie is a very peaceful man. But being on this platform today will further inspire me to truly stand, to be that change we all want to see. We want Edo to be great. We want people to look at Edo people and say, you know what? Those people are from Benin Kingdom. I want to make my Oba proud. I want to, may God never let me be so poor at heart that I disrespect the custodians of my land. I am a proud son of Benin. You understand? So, my being on this program today will further inspire me to aspire to be a positive role model, and I'm willing today to forgive everyone who have hurt me, and that's that.
I think that is the magic word.
Yeah.
To forgive those and to move on.
That's it.
Because in order for peace to reign, there must be forgiveness.
That's correct.
Okay, Dion, to ask you one final question before I shut my mouth again. I know you're willing. If we do call for a meeting today, say, let's organize a platform where the adults can meet and all this issue going on social media to quench it down. Will you want to meet and settle all this fracas going on?
I don't have any issue with anybody. I don't have issue with any single. Me personally, I don't have issue with anybody. So anytime there's a call for a meeting, I'll be the first person to be there. I will come 15 minutes early just to make sure I'm there.
Thank you, bro. On our part, we'll see what we can do to make sure that we the Edos on social media unite. That everything going on here, for those of us who are not, who have not offended the royal tradition, we'll make sure their unity comes together. We'll find a way to do that.
That's what we want.
I really appreciate you.
I love you, bro.
Thank you.
One love.
I think you should take time to read out some of these people, our followers. They have something here to say. Please take time to read it.
Okay.
I'll do that in a while. Thanks. I will say that, like what my partner just said about this fight and there, I know it has been a long time. I've seen so many issues on social media, and you, as an Edo son, is one of the person that I really respect. I like your work. I like your vision. I like your determination. And I also have another brother that I love so much. I know none of us are perfect, and I have to mention his name. I follow his program here and there, and I think he has also done a great job. And he's the mega comrade. I've seen him. I've seen his job, what he did in London at the time, what he did in Italy at the time. He did some great jobs, and it's two Edo great sons that are doing two great jobs. And I understand that four of you have problems. Is there any way you think we can come in to settle this problem? Because that would be my greatest choice.
All right, let's clarify that, bro. Once again, I don't have any problem with anybody. All right? So, but if anybody have a problem with me and they tell me what I've done wrong, I'm willing to apologize. I've said that before. That's my attitude. That's who I am. I am not ashamed to say, you know what, I am sorry for offending you.
I understand you very well. It's not a matter of saying that you are sorry. What I'm saying is this. We are not kids. We know what's going on social media. Everything I'm talking about what I saw on social media, okay? We see what is going on social media. And both of you are doing a great job. No one is perfect. You are doing a great job. I respect that. And Mega Comment also done a great job as well. It's not perfect as well. But I think if two people can come together, two strong guys like this
But the truth of the matter is, you know, the way I am right now, I don't have anything against anybody. But if anybody wants to come together to move forward, I can move forward. But I am not willing to collaborate or work with anybody who do not see what we see. Everybody have different visions, right? Everybody have different. But I'm willing to make peace with anybody. But I am not willing to do any. I don't want to. You know, there have to be a gap.
No, John, don't get me wrong. You don't have to work with him. You don't have to work with him. Your job is there from this job. This job is from yours. What I'm saying is, please, we just want that peace to reign.
My brother, all I can say is I wish you guys good luck.
Yes, Mr. Ambasador Dion said, for my partners, I want to say this. I want to emphatically say this loud and clear. There is no perfection in human being.
You are right.
Number one. Two, if you don't want no criticism in anything you're doing, don't talk, don't walk. In as much as you walk, in as much as you speak out, whether it's the truth or anything, you must have criticism.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the near future, we see how this goes. Okay, he has just said it. He doesn't have no beef with anybody. Everybody have their own vision. They might not like what you're doing. It's all good, you know. But as far as people, you can't satisfy everybody. So
my brother, even the devil.
You know, we're not fighting against ourselves. There are leaders there that we're supposed to be fighting against.
Exactly.
So there are leaders there that are supposed to take us through the promised land, through the Red Sea. They choose not to do that. So for somebody that is doing something that is right, even if there's any error in it, let's overlook it and move on.
That's the same way I feel. Yeah.
Okay, John, thank you very much. I have just one more thing to add before we call it a day. John,
Yeah.
having said all this problem we have in our community, do you have any kind of advice for us how we can solve this problem? Can you just make it snappy?
Well, the only way to solve the problem is your stand already. Calling for a collaboration, for a meeting of peace. But then again, there are some people who don't want peace. Because there are some people who they continue to say, we are going to change. We are not fighting anybody. There are people who find fun in trying to pull other people down. Those set of people will always be below those people they are trying to pull down. So I don't have a solution for you. You may want to check out your own solution to make that happen. And if you are able to do that, I will give you an award this year, award of peacemaker.
Trust me, that's my gift. I will do that.
All right, since you are in Israel now, you are in Israel. Jesus Christ was in Israel. So let's see how that works.
Yeah, trust me on that.
I believe you, bro. I believe you.
It's 14th of April, okay?
I believe. All right, man.
Okay. John, you're still with us, so you're not going. We're not going to let you go yet, okay?
Okay, let's talk briefly because I have a date now. I have to meet up with some friends.
You've already tried a lot. I have one guy here that wants to call, probably has something for me. Let me just give him the chance.
All right.
Mike Edo, you said what number to call, please. Right, there's a number on the screen there. You can pick that number. If not, let me just call the number just one time. I will give you just 2 minutes to do that. Plus 972 54. Sorry, plus 972 58 714 1675. That's the number to call. And you can call that now. The next 2 minutes. If not, people will not receive any calls anymore. So, John.
Yeah.
Maybe we just talk our last talk here before we end down. We really appreciate your coming today.
No, what I do with you, brother. We're together now.
We had a wonderful time with you, and like what you said, we are going to work hand to hand to be sure we make our community back great again.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Well, anything you need, how in any way we can support, you know, we are here for you.
You have been a great supporter, man, and I really appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, Surukana, do you have anything to add before we finally let John go?
As a matter of fact, you have to acknowledge those of us, those people listening that just wrote something for us, and at the same time, thank you, Mr. Osagie. Thank you for. It's good to have you on our.
But you guys have been calling me. You guys have been calling me ambassador since. You guys is not our chief. You know I'm very traditional.
Don't
No, it's okay. I'm just messing with you guys anyway. Yeah, call me Baby Chief. Baby Chief.
Can you just tell us briefly what's that Baby Chief about?
I don't know now. You know I act like a baby. I'm very, very soft. So...
as you said before, Rome was not built in a day. Our Edo people. This is why so that's why we created this platform.
Yes.
Edo Mudia.
I love it.
So
for you, Ambassador, now you know what we stand for. For everybody, we stand for peace, we stand for unity, we stand for sport, we stand for everything.
I love it.
We encourage all the Edos all over the world and the diaspora here to please join in. There's no other way.
Thank you so much.
Starting in life is to start. If you don't start, you never get started.
You are right.
So we are appealing to everybody. Please, 7 p.m. Nigerian London time. Join in here on how to build the Edo every year.
Thank you so much, bro.
We want your contribution. That will help us a long way. So for that, so long, everybody. We love you, and remember to tune in next Sunday.
One love. Go and follow Edo Mudia. Akubo etim Obaga talk pe. Domo.
Please share the program as well.
You help us share, and I'll give you a personal call later for personal discussions.
Oh yeah, gimaya su one.
Okay, let's go.
Toga manima. Toga fuma gbere o. Geni Jesu no geni matutie. Toga gele manima. All right, one love, guys. I love you all.
Thanks, man.
Bye.